Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. The primary reason women go for prison inmates. Yeah. And this was inspired by a video from O'Shea Duke Jackson on his celebrity joke. If you're not already checking out O'Shea, that's a talented brother right there, extremely talented. You know, that's the type of brother, but he'll roast you, get you laughing. And then, when he finally decides to actually practice medicine, he'll be the type to save your life. So that dude is multi-talented. I mean, seriously. That dude is multi-talented. So he did this thing on a celebrity joke about these sisters sending money to this prison inmate on his CashApp, and all he was doing was just moving around a little bit. And I was checking out the comments. I mean, everybody had something to say, but nobody said the one thing, unless I missed something. Nobody said the one thing that I looked right at the dude and said, oh, that's why they're sending him money. His body. Fellas, I promote the body game for a reason. Look, when you see women going for bad guys or they doing stuff with prison inmates and stuff, it's the body. I never forget this former Mr. Universe, right? I don't know if he wants his name called on here. Let's just say he won it, right? Back in the day. And he had said, if you really want to pay attention why these women be lining up at the prisons, look at the men's bodies. In fact, women even got a word for it, prison body. Indeed, we did get those guys in prison. They already know. In fact, I used to work in the criminal justice system in different capacities. Either I interned at a diagnostic probation office, so I actually got to talk to them before sentencing. I actually recommended sentencing. And then I worked as an investigator for several defense attorneys, independent investigator. So I would still have to deal with life's prisons. That's all they got to do is hit the weight pile and read some books. That's it. Yeah, they be doing some other stuff in there, but we won't get into that. But all they have to do is hit the weight pile and stuff. And indeed, I remember back in 87, right? Summer of 87, I was working part-time as a security guard, right, before I started school at American University. And I remember it was at night, and I was coming back from something. It was and I had to get the bus around Metro Center in D.C., Metro Center. Anybody from D.C. know what that is? That's like a major subway hub right there, right? And there were a bunch of vans lined up, and all these women in like short skirts, sexy clothes lined up. There was a few kids with them, but it's mostly single women. And I remember I saw another security guard, and he saw me in uniform, and so he said, he just started talking, brothers of the whatever. And he said, yeah, you see all these women? They're going down to Lorton Prison. Anybody from D.C. remember that's where the main prison was, down in Lorton, Virginia. Yeah, for D.C. It is what it is. But he said, yeah, they're going down there and they'll pay the guards at the prison like a certain amount of money to look the other way. And the women, they'll come in short skirts or something like that. And, but they won't have on any panties, and they might just sit on a man's lap or do something, right? So they've been going down. But the main thing is the body. The body. I promote body game for a reason. Now, that same dude, and I linked O'Shea's video so y'all can see who the dude is. It wasn't because he was in prison. If that same dude had been in his living room in a poor neighborhood, or in his living room in like some rich condo or something, he still would have got paid. Indeed, on OnlyFans, I actually know of some dudes who are on OnlyFans. And the women like lighting them up. Women paying them and everything. See, understand something about the body. That's why I really promote it. When a woman likes your body, it can literally put her into a trance. And when she's in that trance, she'll pay money, she'll do whatever. She gets out of character when she sees that body. Whenever I talk about body game, I always talk about male exotic dancers, gigolos, and even beach boys like in Bali or Jamaica, Ghana, Kenya, Turkey, wherever women travel to pay money to have sex. And the common denominator is the body. That's how much it drives them crazy. Now, I ain't saying you got to be those things. See, a lot of times some people say, well, you got to be a jigger. I say, no, you don't have to be that. I'm telling you, don't think of what they actually do. Think about what's going to make a woman pay a man for sex. And it's going to be his body. His body turns her on. That's the best thing to turn her on. Indeed, like my podcast today was about silver foxes. They hit the gym. Like if you're looking at Silver Fox podcast, I put a link to this Instagram page for a group of men around my age. All of them in shape. They even got a video of them like jogging in the woods. And one of them, that dude diesel like a motherfucker. I don't even know about the rest. But one of them diesel like a motherfucker. But it's the body. And then, Saturday I talked about toy boys, right? And you had the reason women go for them, bodies. Now it's not always a particular, I say in general it's an athletic body in general, but if a woman likes something else, that could put her in a trance. I know some women like some big dudes and stuff. And I mean, and then, it's funny. You always get some pushback about it, but dude, that's how Rom was getting pussy. I'm average looking. Seriously. Always have been. I don't have a problem with that. What women always said was they like my fucking body. Even now, that's been my biggest calling card. My body. Yeah. Because that's why I be lifting and shit. In fact, if you got a doubt about that, I'll put yet another link in there. I'll put a link to this video I did around the Self-Improvement Summit with me and Cousin T-Talk were working out and stuff. We were doing some call outs. I'll put that video in the description box as well. And also, I'm going to put in the description box how to work the body game. That's why I promote it, seriously. If people, everybody's got their style and stuff, but if y'all notice, my main thing has been that, because it works. Because my logic is, if women pay you, if women say, just on your body, you don't have to, spend a lot of money. If they say just on your body, they'll hand you money. I've been handed money by women, seriously. I've had women pay for shit for me. I've had women pay my fucking bills. And it wasn't because, it wasn't necessarily because of my mouthpiece. I mean, I got one, but it wasn't because of that. Definitely wasn't because I had money. Definitely. In fact, a lot of the women I've had sex with in life made more money than I did. Indeed. There was a period I was getting a lot, and I was still living at home with my grandmother. Sleeping in the same bed I had as a teenager. But the women weren't like, oh, he don't have a place, he don't have this money and stuff. They'd be like, I'll pay for it. I remember one time me and women were talking, she wanted to come over. I didn't feel like being bothered. I said, well, I don't got any food or anything. I'll bring some food. Seriously, if a woman turned on by your body, they gonna do it. Now with the inmate thing, that's just one thing. Because I've seen women go crazy over men. Remember, I've worked in gyms before. There was this one gym, it was in Marlow Heights, Maryland. Some people might remember it back in the day. It was an Olympus gym. Let me know if you ever worked out there. You might remember me. Remember they used to call me Gunslinger. So, I ain't even gonna get into why. But we had a bunch of male exotic dancers working out there. We had a bunch of muscle guys. And, I was working on the front desk and doing sales, right? And I remember if a woman came in for a membership, I could put on my watch, right, and put a stop timer on it and say, okay, in 10 minutes she gonna be ready to sign up. She come in, I blase, I start walking around the gym. I specifically walk her through the place where the men are working out and lifting. And then watch her eyes go wide, and then I'm thinking, that's another thing for my commission. Seriously, it happened every time. And then they come in, like, hey, it was, she came in, she ain't coming to work out. She had on makeup, she had on a cat suit. And it was like, shit. Seriously, we used to have guys in there just tearing up some shit. You know, I had one guy, this dude, he was like real muscular. He could throw up about 400 pounds, right? And I could, but there was a woman throwing it at him to the point almost, he could have said me too. It got to the point, like, if he was in there working out and she came walking through the door, I would get on them, and I would get on the speakers and just say something random that seemed random to everybody else, but it was a code for him to watch out. Seriously. And I had another dude, one of my favorite instances, right? This dude was in there. He was real cut up and everything. I remember I saw him over in the corner with this young lady. And so I walked over. And I said, hey, yeah. I'll call him, well, I'll just call him dude. I ain't gonna call his name. But I said, yeah, dude, can you find a way not to finger fuck this woman on this floor? And the girl just looking at me giggling and shit. I said, I guess you giggling. Yeah, okay. But, yeah, I know y'all think people can't see you. Nah, that's what kind of shit we had going on. One of my co-workers called the place a den of iniquity. But seriously, you just see this. That's why I say work the fuck out. You know, guys, instead of, shoot. And, you know, whenever we talk body game, you know, I shout out Cousin T-Talk. He a pro at it. He trains male exotic dancers. He starts off his book, The Seduction Scriptures, talking about that. That's why me and him click, because we know the game. Seriously. And with that Inmates, look. Now, the only way that could be just because he's a criminal or bad guy, if that dude was grossly out of shape and women like doing some shit. But I'm like, damn, dude, built like a fitness model and whatnot. But that's all it really is. It's the body. That's why I always say, that's why I emphasize it. And, you know, of course, some people don't want to deal with it. But I'm going to tell you what. One thing I found, I got plenty of people who follow me who actually did work on their bodies, and they always hit me up and say, you know what, Rom, I seen a difference. I seen a difference. I seen a difference. Seriously. See, understand something with women. They actually really more, they're more physical than we are. Yeah, we care about bodies. They care about it more. You know, that shit turned them the fuck on. Like I said, I've seen women go into trances. One of my favorite trances was this woman who had been in the Nation of Islam. Anybody familiar with those sisters? No, they're a little bit more serious, a little bit more rational. I remember she had a kiosk at this mall. This muscular dude came walking by. She was like, and then I was messing with her. I said, you going crazy? Well, you know, I wouldn't go crazy over it. Yeah, okay. All right. Do you need a napkin for that drool? But yeah, that's the only reason. Seriously, it ain't that deep. Everybody, I'm going to tell you what, as men, overall, we got to just be realistic. Women ain't that deep. They ain't. Women are actually more simple than people realize. And, you know, or if people do look at the physical, they're just looking at the height and the facial features and stuff. Facial features don't go inside a woman and make her holler. Maybe the tongue, but maybe the tongue, maybe the lips. Other than that, they looking at that body. They looking to see if you can pick it up. They even want to feel you. Like any guys out there seriously working out, in the comments, just put one if you had women, like just a random woman just kind of fill up on you and shit. I mean, seriously. I'll never forget. This is in my 50s. This is recent. Like I said, check out the video I share of just me working out. I'm in a store, a grocery store, about to come out, right? You know, I'm in line. I just had a few things. This woman ahead of me had a few more. She said, oh, you can go ahead of me. All right, so I go ahead of her. All of a sudden, she rubbing my back. This total stranger rubbing my back. You know, and I was just like, it felt good though. So I was just like, seriously, women just go crazy over body. If you do, I'm gonna tell you what. I'll say this: if you really want to get women out there, just doing nothing else but hitting the gym, putting some muscle on you, or getting your body in its best shape, will improve you more. It'll improve you. It ain't gonna be perfect. There's still some other stuff. Definitely some other stuff you can do. In fact, that's why I'm gonna put that's why I'm putting that link for like working the body game in the description box too. So that's gonna be 3 links for y'all. You know, you still gotta learn more, but if you got that base, it makes it a lot easier. If you approach a woman with a nice body, she'll be a bit. She'll sit there and at least listen to you. She'll give you another 2 minutes. She'll give you another 2 minutes. And this how deep it is. It's regardless if she can see your body good. This regardless of your face. And see, I'm gonna just tell you now. These face guys saying all that, and yeah, handsome face is like it's like icing on the cake. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, they'll do it, but they looking at your body, and only way you can get away with just having not doing anything with your body if you just bless. You just blessed. You just blessed with a serious ass print. And trust me, oh yeah, they look at that too. They look at that dude too. You know? And some guys, they know it. So, you know, it is what it is. So, anyway, that's all I got. I got to go in here and get my food. And for people on my membership, I'm going to get back with y'all in a second. I'm going to tell y'all some shit. For people, like, if you want, like, on my membership side, that's not just for select, but that's where I get more personal. So for everybody on my membership side, oh, I'm about to tell you something that happened this morning at the gym that let me know what's going on. So anyway, body game. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Peace.